Hello, my Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs on the path of true love. Welcome to your September 2019 reading for the path of true love. I am your reader for the moment, Mark Angelo Lyons, Mel for short, president of During the Circle Productions, professional witch, professional intuitive. I had to wait for the landscapers to be done, so you didn't hear weed whacking in the background, so they just left. So I'm very tuned to do this. A rather emotional morning for me. Moon is in Taurus when I'm doing this. I'm doing this on the Wednesday, whatever today is. It's the Wednesday. I'll be putting it out later today, obviously. I pretty much make a video, right? I record it, I edit it, I put it out as quickly as I can, and I did not put my cell phone on silent across the room. Well, it's a hump day, ain't it? So let's hump. Let's not. Scorpios, sorry. Yeah, tuning to the collective felt interesting. I'm not going to say good or bad. Let's just say neutrally interesting. So the blessing of the decks went really well. My angels, my guides, my masters are ready to rock and roll. These readings have been very satisfying for me throughout this new batch of Path of True Love readings has been really good because they keep evolving me. They keep giving me more guidance of how to improve, expand, clarify the readings. And because I am a Pisces moon, I have Neptune in Scorpio, but so does everybody born in 1968 and the years around. And since this is not a Neptunian read, I'm just glad to keep fine-tuning this and taking the guidance and the grace, because every time I do this, I get better. I'm a Virgo. That's what we do. So here we go. Let's get you an archetype card from Caroline Mace. Archetypes. And this is about the piece of the soul contract that you're in on the path of true love. It's the soul power that you came in to develop on the path of true love. Not the only one, but I'm reading the collective. Let's do one. Don't be archetypally greedy. Here we go. So let's get you one of these: light and shadow, lead and gold. My pantheon of angels, gods, and masters, please, one archetype. What is the archetype that the Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Sun collective needs to focus on, is focusing on, is dealing with within themselves, on the path of true love for September 2019? It's this one. Oh, the Gambler. Such a fun card, right? Gambler, gambler, little Madonna. Gambler, gambler. Wow. Okay. A lot of intuitive stuff there, and that matches up with Scorpio. And I wonder, because I don't remember, I don't have that much linear memory anymore with all this non-linear work day in, day out, all day long. Life as tarot. I think, Scorpio, you might have gotten that before in one of the previous zodiacal reads. I'm not positive, though. Don't, if you want to go search, but it's such an intuitive archetype. It really is. It's all about intuition. So my angels, please clarify for the Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs on the path of true love for September 2019. Some clarification, please, about this Gambler. Forgiveness. It's funny. Forgiveness feels like a gamble. But I am a student and teacher of A Course in Miracles, which is all about true quantum forgiveness, not the version you were raised with. Most likely, if you were raised with a quantum version of forgiveness, that all forgiveness is forgiving the self, the one, the collective, then blessed be. But a lot of people were not raised with that, right? It's like, be the bigger person. I'm like, I'm 5. I want to be the bigger person. I want to kick him in the ankle. I'm 5. Please, my gods, a card of clarity, please, for the Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. These gamblers dealing with forgiveness on the path of true love. And forgiveness is essential on the path of true love. It's kind of the only way through. It's the answer to all of the lessons, right? It's the password. Forgiveness of self, forgiveness of others. So please, my gods, one card for this forgiveness dealing gambler. Take the dice and steal the rice. Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs in the collective on the path of true love for September 2019. Bonding, 3 of Cups. Now, yes, I've heard it said a lot. This could be a third-party situation. Who knows? Let's not jump in. That's so literal. I mean, the Three of Cups, bonding. It's a water card. It's an emotional card. So, you know, let's leave it at that for now. It's not conclusion jump, Scorpio. Scorpios jump to conclusions, it's just you never know it. My masters, please. One card in clarity for this Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign gambler dealing with forgiveness and a forgiveness lesson, one would suppose, path of true love being what it is, with this Three of Cups, bonding, which, by the way, feels really nice. Please, a card of clarity. What are they dealing with? What do they need to look at? A clue, a tip, a hint. Luck. The card comes up a lot more than I ever thought it would. Luck. All right, where it's finding a heart amongst the flowers, usually while you're reading, right? Usually while you're working. Bloop, bloop. There it is. And let's get you a whisper of a true love. My pantheon of angels, gods, and masters, please, a whisper of love for the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs on the path of true love for September 2019, please. What is it they need to look at? What is it that they need to do? These cards are so blessed as they are. And did I forget? One of the last names is Wall. I will memorize their names to the best of my ability, but, you know, non-linear. So non-linear lately, I think, because that would make it linear if I knew if it was lately. Please, my pantheon. Oh, there it is. A clue, a tip, a hint. Express love through gifts. Express love through gifts. Giving a small token to someone expresses your love to them. A simple little thing. Please do not love bomb them. Do not gift bomb them. If somebody bought me a car, a romantic thing, like someone who's trying to court me on the path of true love, not saying that's what this is, not necessarily romantic sexual yet, we're going to tune in, but I would be like, where's the string? Because that ain't a string, that's a chain, right? Buy me a car. You're going to buy me, you know what I mean? It's like, you know what? You want to really make me happy? Get me Verissimo, the Sumatra Verissimo pods for my Verissimo maker. Sumatra, nothing else will do. You get me a box of pods, bitch, I'm over you. Come, baby. Come, baby, come, baby, baby, come, come. Okay, now that makes this a little bit more sexual than we were expecting. So, you're Scorpios, let's have a look-see. So, looking at this first line here, we've got the gambler. I'll read the archetype, the light and the shadow. If you're one of my subscribers and if you follow me, you know that's how these cards go. There's light and shadow. On each card, a light attribute, a shadow attribute, the gold and the lead. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do, because I'm fun. Scorpios. So the light attribute. Here we go. Willingness to follow intuition, even when others doubt you. Hello, that's a human condition, but I can feel that power in a gambler. It's like, all right, none of you believe in me, and that's okay. You all doubt me, but I feel it. I feel it. I got to do this. I got to do this. Or I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this. Either way, right? It's not always about a yes. Sometimes the gut says no. In fact, often the gut says no. So trust that. If this is survival, intuition, the lower three chakras in particular, really pay attention. If it's heart, throat, third eye, crown, you may not understand all those intuitive voices. The lower three chakras are a little easier to catch because they're physical, visceral. The heart, third eye, and crown, definitely more psychological, interior world. Pay attention to those two. And that eighth chakra, intuition, believe me, when it happens, it's a little hard to miss. It's so visionary, it's so transcendent. So that feels really good, but the shadow attribute, relying on luck rather than hard work. Look, I get it. You know, my whole life has been a gamble. Coming out of the closet, junior year of high school, Bayshore High School, right? Tricky shit. There were no LGBT alliances. Coming out of the broom closet, being a professional witch. You know, walking away from my career in show business, which I did, and modeling, which I did. I walked away. Huge gamble. Why? Because the pull of the soul was so strong. So I can relate to that. I do not have the gambler in my archetypal chart, long or short term. It may come or go. So this may be either a lifelong archetype that you are developing. Path of True Love tends to do that because it is a lifelong path. Path of True Love takes usually several lives to set up this particular life. And I mean, this is clarifying from the masters, because look at the time we're in, right? We need as much love on the planet, and true love, real love, none of this codependent, abusive, passive aggressive crazy shit. No, we have to heal. We have to heal ourselves. And hence the forgiveness. Look, there's no healing without forgiveness, people, but I get it. Your version of forgiveness may be skewed, culturally dimmed. There might be some historical psychic weight in you, around you, on you, around the word itself. Like a lot of pagans consider this the F word. It's like, forgive. I've got rusty nails and a potato and a train track nearby. Don't fuck with me, right? And I get it, Scorpio. Oh, by the way, I tried to do my ponytail. I was going to try and make it point up, but it's not. The tail is pointing down just for you, Aber, zombie, and witch. So look, forgiveness is a tricky fucking thing, granted, but if you get an upgraded version, now look, I'm always going to refer to A Course in Miracles. That's my training and my background. Saved my shit. I would be dead, Scorpio, were it not. But the transformations I went through, the death cards, the towers, tarot wise speaking, worth it. It is the means of alchemy from lead to gold. So, you know, if this relying on luck rather than hard work, well, forgiveness may well be hard work for you on this one. And if your gut is telling you, I really need to do something about this, don't know what to do on the outside, this is what to do on the inside. All right, God got us, all that is Zeus, Buddha, Jesus, Daphne, Fred, Velma, Shaggy, Scooby, even Scrappy if he can fucking help. Help me forgive this. Help me even understand how to forgive this. I don't know how. And how many Scorpios enjoy admitting that they don't know how to do something? I'll leave that there. Because with this card of bonding, whatever's going on the path of true love, we're not identifying another here. Maybe one will pop up. But we're really looking at a strong emotional bond. Now, Three of Cups, yes, if there is a third party situation going on, we'll see if that's in there. I'll even ask. Because I see that so often on YouTube. I'm like, really? Well, I get it. But they look like they're having fun. Like if it's a three-way, they're having drinks, right? That looks like fun. And the vibe on this card feels good. It feels heart open. It feels harmonious. Threes, to me, are a perfect number of initial stability, like a tripod. A tripod won't wobble. A four-legged table, well, there are no four-legged tripods. That would make them quad pods? Comment if I'm right on that. I don't fucking know. I'm verbal, not mathematical. Meow. Meow. Sorry. I was raised by a nursery school teacher. Can you tell? I know my shapes and colors really well. Numbers, not so much. So that Three of Cups, that really, really feels lovely. And with luck here, look, forgiveness and luck. If you really make yourself, I'm going to use a horrible word for Scorpios, vulnerable, but vulnerable to spirit, vulnerable to your emotions, to feel them, you can do it behind the castle wall, right? You can pull up the drawbridge, but there's something, there's a piece of luck here, something unexpected, something that was absolutely prepared way ahead of time for you on the path of true love, probably prior to incarnation. That this is probably something that was in the script when your soul read it, went, ooh, that's good. Ooh, that's so lucky. Ooh, let's do that. But you know what is luck? We call it luck. They call it maze. Sorry. Really 70s flashback. And then with express love through gifts. Now, if you're not financially set to, you know, be doling out the gifts, Dolomite, well, you know, then start with prayer, right? Start with sending thoughts. But really, Scorpio, because your money, sex, and power, this could easily devolve into a power struggle where you are using these gifts to get something. So you have to keep an eye on your agenda because you've done it before. We've all done it before, right? When we're not quite clear, right? When that's how our affections were bought, perhaps the candy, right? So ever as kids, be good. I love you. Here, if you're good, you'll do what I say. If you'll be my true love partner, I'll buy you a latte, which is pretty much what you're getting from me right now. So, you know, balance this out. This first line of information, there's nothing here that says to me, first of all, romantic, sexual, true love. The path of true love is about all different types of relationships, right? There is really an indication here that things are going well. You've got the gambler, sure, there's a risk here, but a strong intuitive pull in your Scorpios, right? With forgiveness, there's an alchemy here because of a bond going on within a Three of Cups bond. Can be very friendly, can be, however, very stable, can be soulmatey. we'll see. With a touch of luck here, and this doesn't feel just like a touch. My eye is being drawn to the sun in the card. So there's something, the clouds have parted here for you to find something. And then to express love through gifts, small gifts. And it even says in the card, giving a small token, a small token. You know, I even send people links. I'm like, oh, I saw this and I thought of you. Or if I know someone's having a really bad day, well, not too bad of a bad day, I'll send them a Madeline Kahn clip, usually from Clue. Names on the sides of my face. My favorite moment in movie history. Well, comedy, practical magic has lots of them for me, too. My blood, your blood, his blood. That's my favorite. I cry every time. So, you know, like that's a gift. Here, I want to share this movie with you. I want to share with you this. Here's just a tiny thing. You know, it doesn't have to have a contract engraved on the back of it. Scorpios, litigious though you may be. All right, so there's our first line. Let me tune in here now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take, oh, you want me to do it that way? That's fun. All right, so I'm going to take a tarot card. Daughters of the Moon, to clarify that forgiveness part. Oh, that makes sense. Let's start there, right? Oh, I like this idea a lot. See, they're always guiding me and positioning me. No, if it was one card, I would have taken it. My gods, please clarify. Please give us a card to clarify what this forgiveness angel card is about. For the Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs on the path of true love for September 2019. Jumped out of the deck. The Sun. Oh my goodness gracious, the Sun. Now, we've all heard it said, you know, if you haven't heard it yet, the Sun is the most positive card in the deck and lightens the vibration of everything else around it. That was originally in a tarot video that you can find. It's narrated by Christopher Lee. Crap, I can't remember the name of it, but I used to use it when I trained new tarot students. I was like, just go watch this, right? The most positive card in the deck lightens the vibration of anything else around it. The Sun really is about things coming clear, and that is about light. You know, it is about that solar blessing, healing, happy. Amaterasu, by the way, is the goddess associated with this card, right? So Amaterasu, Japanese goddess of the sun, right? Nice to have a feminine version of the sun, isn't it? Yeah, you know, that loving, warm, nurturing, happy, blessing, making everything grow. I mean, there are sunflowers, there's tulips, there's a lot going on in the sun card here. So that there is a real blessing and a real, I don't want to say lightning like Zeus, like Zeus, there he is. No, more like Apollo. There he is. Hi, sweetheart. He's so cute. Yeah, so there's a real, I mean, I would say really the light, everything that you need, I would say spiritually is available for you to do this forgiveness. And what if it's you needing to forgive yourself because of this Three of Cups bond that you got going on here, but it's lucky, right? And there's love here. There's definitely love at work here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish that line of forgiveness with a card from the Masters. Masters. Now this is where a womp womp could come in, and we want a womp womp here if we need one for you all, because what's being forgiven? The sun is there. It's saying that this is truly light, right? I am light. I am one too strong to fight. You know, go away and leave my sight and take with you this endless night. Go back to darkness where you dwell. You can't have Elistariel, which is like angelic name. Yeah, I should have belonged to the spelling tradition, the Adam spelling tradition. Please, my masters, one card here to clarify this forgiveness from the angels and this gift of the sun from the gods. What's going on here for the Scorpio collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs? Lack of self-worth. Well, there you go. There you go. Maybe you're not feeling worthy of the forgiveness, or you're feeling they're not worthy of the forgiveness. But sweetheart, my Scorpio sweethearts, the dealio is that we're all doing the best that we can. Everyone is fighting a hard battle just because you can't see it. Nobody's at their best when they're possessed by pain, and no one's at their best when they're feeling a lack of self-worth, which means they've forgotten who they are. Course in Miracles says you think you have many problems, you have but one. You have forgotten who you are, and who you are is divine. Who you are is an immortal soul that was chosen to play the role of the body you are in now. The character that you're playing is worth it. A Scorpio in you know, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, but this is about transformation, your transformation. And forgiveness really is here for you to look past the veil of what has happened, what you did, what they did, what both of you did. And even if this is a group situation, right? This could be siblings, this could be parents, right? And you and two other people or more, right? Like, let's not be so literal with that three, but there is an emotional bond there. So chances are you're feeling, you're having the feels on this. In fact, let's clarify that. Why not? My angels. Let's clarify this card of bonding, because this seems to be, well, it's the center of the top line, but this seems to be about the relationship itself on the path of true love for this Scorpio. No, I'm not done. Thank you. My angels, please, one card for this Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs on the path of true love. Please clarify, what's this Three of Cups about? Balance, okay? Balance. How much about the path of true love is about balance? Pretty much all of it, right? Balance, the bringing together in unity and equilibrium, opposites, right? So and emotional balance as well, that this bond needs to be balanced, that perhaps there was more give on one side and more take on the other. It happens, right? That's balancing. It doesn't immediately make it a karmic relationship, doesn't immediately make it twin flame or soulmate. It's just something we all have to come back into emotional balance. And I'm sorry, nothing does that like forgiveness. Yes, you might have a Linda Blair exorcism moment as your emotions come up, but you gotta get that light is coming in. You're bringing shadows to light. You're bringing the energy, the emotion, the belief pattern of lack of self-worth, that I am not good enough. Louise Hay 101, I think it's in the beginning of You Can Heal Your Life. Everybody's got that. That's like the foundational fear, according to Madame Hay, bless her soul. May she rest in grace. I'm sure she's probably back already and working. This makes sense. And it also does indicate that this Three of Cups bond might be out of balance, right? That's what I think I said. Let's add a card from the Masters here. I'm getting better at not saying MasterCard. Scorpio. Money. Please, my Masters, one card here in clarification for this Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs on the path of true love for September 2019, dealing with this balance issue with the Three of Cups. You want me to butterfly? I'll be glad to. Riffle shuffle? My pleasure. Really? You want me to cut in three? 1, 2, 3. I usually only do that in my readings or private readings. Top card. Oh, rules! Look, they gave me rules. I only do it this way. It's funny. Not really. I'm used to it. Rules that, you know, that there are some rules here that things have gone out of balance, that there are some rules here. Now, in this deck, rules is not about boundaries necessarily. Look, they're right, like this is what we do and this is how we do it, right? But it's a problem card, that the rules might be getting in the way, that's what's keeping the balance from really being in there. They could be societal rules, they could be tribal rules, they could be cultural rules, they can be, you know, all of these, they could just be rules that you have, or rules that are going on in this Three of Cups emotional bond that are knocking it out of balance. My sense is it's not that the rules need to be broken, but the rules need to be revised. And if this is boundary oriented, because rules are often about boundaries, remember that in a healthy relationship, new boundaries are negotiated, not just violated. Right? Or being terrified of them, right? That middle place is, we need to bring this into balance. We need to readjust this, because the rules here, it's knocking things out of balance. Either I'm getting drained or you're getting drained, or I'm being parasitic or you're being parasitic. In other words, there's something unfair here in the bond, but let's negotiate, right? If we're gonna sit down, let's actually write down what are our rules. And you know what? There's something very wise about writing down what your rules are and really allowing the toxic ones to come up and out. If I'm having a bad day, you need to shut the fuck up. That's the rule, right? Well, maybe it was never said. But then once you see it on paper, if that's your rule, you're like, whoa, yeah, wow, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Ho'oponopono. By the way, I haven't talked about Ho'oponopono yet. I worked with Dr. Hugh Lin in a workshop. Wonderful workshop. Learned a lot from it, and it's so funny how that process of Ho'oponopono, there are fragments of it in so many other spiritual practices. So look into that Hawaiian problem-solving technique. There are lots of books on it now, but originally I think the only one written was Zero Limits by Joe Vitale. Just saying, I'm such a teacher. Let's clarify this luck card. How is this lucky? Why is this lucky? Okay, tarot. Right? Nope. Yeah, tarot, then do the angel. Got it. Okay. My gods, please. A card of clarity for this luck card for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs on the path of true love for September 2019. What is this luck about? Oh, the Empress. So we're looking at a luck of, well, I mean, obviously pregnancy. I mean, look at her. The baby's almost all the way out, right? On an elephant head. In nature. Walking, birthing children in nature. Tammy Brown there for you. That this is a major arcana card. By the way, the other card in this second line is the Sun. So there's something about the divine feminine here. There's something about prosperity, abundance, gestation, birth, right? This isn't, it's in the beginning of the major arcana. Oh, great. The garbage truck is here. You're probably going to hear this. I apologize. They usually don't come. You got to make life fun, people. I'm glad they take the garbage, right? Blessed be, gratitude. That there is really something lucky here, that something that may have been gestating for a while or might still be in gestation, but it's a lucky gestation. So if there is literal pregnancy going on here, I get it. But remember, a lucky Empress. I mean, the Empress is the combination of all the queens in the tarot. That this is a very, very beautiful, very open-hearted, and really with that Sun card in there, you know, like I said before, the Sun cards lightens all the other cards in the spread or those around it. Well, considering lack of self-worth, yes, we're glad that that's being lightened, and the rules that, you know, you're bringing some light to that to bring it balance. But here, this card of the Empress, it's like there is a generosity here. That there is something lucky. So I feel like whatever this forgiveness is alchemizing from lead to gold, from shadow to light, that there is a lot of love here, and there's a lot of potential, but potential in movement, right? Like it's being born. Very Venus too, right? You know, it's like in the original Rider-Waite, the Empress has Venus, the symbol Venus everywhere. So there is a lot of love here, but this card, although it's Mawu in this deck, right? I'm just always trying to figure out how to tilt those cards. But for me, it's Demeter, right? Oh, and right now the moon is in Taurus when I'm doing this. So the little high from the Earth Mother. That feels really lovely, and that there's luck there. Let me clarify with an angel card then. So you see of the first line, those three cards, the angels, gods, and masters, each gets an angel god. Now, card from the masters. My angels, please, one card for the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs on the path of true love for September 2019. I'll do it backwards shuffle, that's fine. They often ask me to do cards the opposite way where I can see them because it keeps the cards from getting too bent and bowed. There I have Scorpio, I have yours Virgo guides. So please, one card for this Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign on the path of true love for September 2019, dealing with this luck, this lucky Empress. What's going on here? Well, spiritual growth, and ain't that just what forgiveness is all about? That forgiveness is the oil, the grease that makes the spiritual wheel turn, right? How we grow, how we learn, how we evolve. That the abundance of spiritual growth here, look, I don't know that there's spiritual growth without love. I mean, it's not like we haven't collected techniques and practices and tools and thought systems and belief systems and books and knowledge, third eye, but there's not a whole hell of a lot third eye about this Empress right now in this spread. This is heart. I don't know how much spiritual growth we can do purely through the mind anymore. That what this world is in need of right now is not just love, sweet love, but love, true love. So there is an evolution here. There's a lucky evolution here with an opening of the heart. But that forgiveness card, gotta say, coming back to that, you got to learn what forgiveness really means and what it really means to you. Because you may find it is the alchemical thing, the only thing that's going to bring this into balance. You can put it off. It's just going to go more out of balance. Because really, the womp womp cards here, the ones that I would say are the lead that need to be alchemized into gold, are lack of self-worth and rules. And what if the rules themselves are keeping the lack of self-worth in play, or the rules are written from a place of lack of self-worth? You have to call me every hour on the half hour. No. I'm not even going to text you that often. And if there's a way that I can send an auto text, I'll do it, but it won't be me doing it. There's a lot going on here, but you're Scorpios. When is there ever not? So I've been doing this for these reads. One more whisper of love, right? I want one under that gambler archetype, sort of a cherry on the sundae of the reading. But what I love about these cards is that they really do give you clues, tips, and hints, sometimes what to do, right? So my pantheon of angels, gods, and masters, please, one whisper of love, a whisper of true love for the Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs on the path of true love for September 2019. Please, what can you whisper to them through these cards and through me that will help, that will serve them on the path of true love overall? 1, 2, 3. This one. Act as if your partner is here. Oh balls. Act as if your partner is here. Now you see all the writing under there, right? You got the main title, but then you got all that. Yeah, someone really wanted to express themselves. Whether you have someone in your life or not, feels like you do. Remember, and I ain't saying nothing overtly romantic sexual here. Act as if they are with you, so you will always consider them. If they were sitting right next to you, maybe they are sitting right next to you. Maybe you live together, maybe you don't. But that risk, that gambling thing, that following the intuition, honestly, if you can open your heart and allow the emotional imbalance to find balance through love, by real reconsideration of the rules. I'm hearing for a good chunk of you that the rules are your own rules, and you're a Scorpio. The other person may not know what the rules are, right? Or vice versa, you know, if you're a cross watcher. By the way, cross watchers are always welcome on my channel. You want to know why? Because I cross watch, bitch. Sorry, I do. But what do you do when the person's your same sun, moon, rising, or Venus side? It's like that you have to really shift the way you're thinking, because sometimes it pops back and forth between the two of you. Just interesting. So, you know, there's a real opportunity for you here, but you got to act, and not just think as if your partner's there. Act, because that might very well shift your intuitive coordinates for the moment and tune you into this love, this luck, this spiritual growth for you. And remember that thing of express love through gifts, tiny ones, little tokens, little thoughts. Even a text message can be a gift if it's really coming from the right place and it doesn't have a hook in it. If a gift has a hook in it, it's not a gift, it's bait. Scorpios. What's your tail look like? What's your tail? Let's bless you. Let's bless the Scorpio collective, because boy, don't we all need it, right? Take a breath, ground and center. If you like, put your hands on your heart or put your hands on your gut, right? You're Scorpios, you can go lower if you want. I ain't watching. But, you know, go to that place where you feel the seat of your intuition, or, you know, where you get your hunches, or even just hold yourself for a moment and breathe into that place. And Scorpios are often good with stillness and silence if they can get the opportunity and make the choice to do so. And it's from that scorpionic depth that I offer this prayer. Dearest God, Goddess, all that is, my angels, gods, and masters, please bless the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs on the path of true love for September 2019. May this gambler find the forgiveness that they need to look at so that the sun can illuminate the lack of self-worth as the shadow and the illusion that it is. That this emotional bond that is in need of balance because of rules gets the opportunity to be balanced through forgiveness, through that sun, through true worth being expressed here, because there is a piece of luck here, and maybe a big piece of luck with the Empress there, with the Divine Mother, the Divine Feminine, the Earth Mother, that abundance, that open-hearted generosity there, and with spiritual growth at its base. Let them be blessed with that growth. It's already in play for the month. May it birth within them. And as they express love through gifts, spiritual gifts, emotional gifts, blessings, thoughts, expressions of emotion, even for Scorpio, expressions of emotion, expressions of love, tiny things. But the paradox is that something small can be so huge. And that they act as if their partner is here with them now. Because this bond, this Three of Cups, even if there are other people involved, even if this isn't romantic, sexual, and even if it is, just to act, to sense them, to feel them, so that they can align that gambler's intuition that though others may doubt them, they will be able to act as if their partner is there and take the gamble for the well-being of all. My angels, gods, and masters, please bless all of us, but in particular the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs on the path of true love, that they may receive what they need to grow, to heal, to learn, to become the best that they can be and the blessed that they can be, that they can fulfill their role on the path of true love and in the divine plan at large. Blessed be, blessed be, blessed be Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs on the path of true love for September 2019. Thank you, my angels, gods, and masters. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So would it be. It was a real pleasure reading for you, Scorpio collective. Please like and subscribe if you have not yet. And I do say to people, you know, click the link if you like, but like and subscribe if it clicks, right? Like, so if there's a hit here for you, I might be one of the readers for you. I've been doing this long enough. And I have a dear, I would say my best friend is a Scorpio, also named Mark. Love him so much. I really hope this is for him, but he doesn't watch my readings. He says, I don't want to be your acolyte. Did you love that? I mean, thank you. That actually brought tears to my eyes. So if he's watching this, sweetheart, I'll see you soon. I'm going to see him for my birthday, I'm going to go to Brooklyn and go have a, well, no sense burning down Brooklyn. It's already on fire. I love it so much. My little slice of the underworld, Bushwick. Love it so much. I love you so much, my Scorpios, oh, my brothers, my sisters. I wish you the very, very best on the path of true love. But for now, as ever, with a really open heart, you lucky, lucky gambling Scorpios. All right, I just got a lucky gambler. Rock and roll. Hail, farewell. Shake the dice and steal the rice. And blessed, blessed, heartfelt, blessed, blessed be.